Great, hope y'all are having a fantastic day. So today, what do I got for you? I got the MAXPEDITION Platty, the small version, the newest version. So yes, you'll see a paid promotion up in the corner. All that means is MAXPEDITION sent it out to me so I could share it with you so you can make a choice on whether it's the right pouch for you. And of course, if you want to like, subscribe, all that stuff, comment, share the video, that would really help the channel out. And of course, I do have some associate links down there, and you had an opportunity to buy me a cup of coffee. The associate links, they just give a little bit of a commission to me at no extra cost to you. All right, so let's get into this thing. So the small Platty, as you can see, is a lot smaller than the large Platty. Now, of course, you wonder, do I really carry this thing every day? I challenge you, if you ever happen to see me out in the wild, to do a pocket check on me. And if I got belted pants or shorts, I should have the large Platty. And chances will be good that if I just have standard shorts or sweatpants on, I will have the small Platty with me. So the details on the Platty, it's 3.5 by 5 inches. It's got the asymmetrical design for easier carry in the pocket, made with 500 denier nylon. Of course, it's got YKK zips. It's got a removable lanyard, which I removed since I do the pocket carry. It does have the concealable key ring, which, as you can see, I use as a document holder. And it's in black, OD green, khaki, wolf gray, and multicam. So that's all the kind of fun details of it. So now let's see how this thing loads out. So obviously I had in this, my keys for this guy were basically a multi-tool of sorts, some sort of flashlight, and a knife. And I kind of wanted to keep the same functionality in the small Platty. Now obviously I had to go smaller multi-tool, smaller everything, but that works great for the weekend. And if I'm doing something around the house, I of course have access to my larger pouches or toolbox or whatever. I can grab what I need. But as a pocket carry for around the house, this thing, or just out on the weekend, this thing is great. So in this front slip pocket, which goes from here to here, we have the Valhalla D2 CEO style knife. Actually, a very nice knife, high hardness D2. Now on the back, originally when I did the short, you saw when in the unpacking, I said I wasn't going to use this, and lo and behold, I was able to put my EDC documents, that is kind of my wish list for both me and the channel, trying to still keep everything to stuff I would use. So I that fits in there just perfectly, the folded up documents. And then I decided, since I have never had a use for key leash and slings and backpacks and whatnot, I just see no use for them. I used to cut them off. I know people use them. I don't. It's not my thing. But this one just happened to work with the size I cut the documents to fit on the pocket cards, that it kind of works as a hold for the documents. And it's not in the way then when I take the documents in and out. So win. At least it's a use for it, which is a new one for me. And on the inside, now I might switch this around a little bit because the duct tape gets in the way of the zipper, because I have a chapstick which has some duct tape and some of those safety, my favorite things, those larger safety pins. And for those that are new to my videos, I use the larger safety pins to ward off any wardrobe malfunctions. I am maybe a typical guy that wears his clothes till they're basically down to threads, and a lot of times I was having clothes so old the button would pop off at work. So I use instead of trying to sew on the button at work, I just use the safety pin to hold the pants up to get me through a day of work. So I consider that a very essential piece of gear. It saved me a time or three. So now, just because I've got a metal flashlight in there, I do wrap the multi-tool, and it is a Next Tool mini flagship, I believe. All right, it came to me this time. So you got the really, helps if I try to actually look at it, not through the camera, great pair of scissors on there. And the new one is supposed to be even better with the pocket clip, but I have the original one. And it's not as used as I would have liked it, which is why I put it in this pouch. It was in my notorious pouch, which always sat in my sling, and unfortunately that didn't get pulled out enough, so I'm hoping to really get a lot of use out of that now. And the last item in here is I just got one of those Olight IO3 I3EOS flashlights. It's one of the AAA's. You just twist it to turn it on. Then the one key you got to get is where if it's off and you just turn it off not enough, and now it won't do it. You see if you press on it, or if it gets pressed on in your pocket, it would turn on and drain the battery. So usually when I twist it loose, I always just do a double check by pushing on it to make sure it's all the way off. But yeah, this is the smallest Platty. Now I need to get the intermediate size. I actually have a second large Platty coming for Christmas. Hopefully, fingers crossed, from the in-laws. Because I want to make one just strictly as like a tool pouch for around the house, not like an everyday carry pouch, but just a tool pouch, and I would probably leave the lanyard on that one. But I do got to get that intermediate size, because this size is going to be a huge win for me on the weekend. Like I said, if you ever see me out in the wild, I do challenge you to do a pocket check on me, and you should see one of these two pouches in my pocket. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the awesome little pouch. Take care. Have a good one.